Welcome to GPT Live Lab. I'm Jack, and I'm very new to podcasting, and I'm just an average guy. I already did. I just screwed it up. I said I'm just an
Dust.
average. All right, let's
Take two.
take two. All right, yeah, let's just go with that. Uh, Welcome to GPT Live Lab. I'm Jack, and I'm very new to podcasting. I'm an average guy trying to make my way through a complex world, sharing experience and hope for the future. This podcast, Website Dev with AI, will document the process my cousin and I go through using AI to help us learn how to make and publish websites. Today's topic is going to be WordPress local install for beginners. And with that, here's Mike. He'll introduce himself.
Thank you, Jack. I'm an average guy as well, and Jack and I are more like brothers than cousins, and we've collaborated on many things over the years, and I owe a lot of what I've learned to him. He's been a very good tutor, and we're interested in sharing with you what we've learned and helping the learning process be a little bit easier.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Uh, I don't think I'm a very good tutor, but I try. So with that, let's talk about what we've done so far. What we're going to do is host a WordPress site locally on our computer. Um, the reason we're going to do that, we've
Computers,
done
computers.
our computers, yes, our own respective computers. He's in Chicago, I'm in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and so we're going to have our websites hosted locally. And the reason we're doing it that way is we can very easily then, if we decide to go with a hosting plan, and if you're brand new to website development, you probably don't even know what a hosting plan is, but we can get into that later. The easy explanation is if you go to WordPress.com, you can spin up a website very easily, or a number of other sites like Wix, Squarespace. You can spin up a website very easily and have them host it for you. You don't get your own domain name unless you pay extra, but they're hosting it. They're hosting it for you. If you if you wanted to host somewhere else, you could use a hosting package. And this is what professional developers do. But Mike and I are trying to keep this cheap for now because we don't have any money. And so we're just doing this on the cheap and hosting it on our own personal drive makes that possible. So we don't have to pay for a hosting plan. And so we are
Can I
using,
add something?
yeah, of course.
In addition to it being cheap or actually free, the best reason that I can think of for hosting it on your own computer before you publish is that you learn. You learn how to do it. You learn what to do and what not to do. And you don't have to publish it at all until you're satisfied with the result.
I just realized I'm sharing. I The share screen is up on screen too. Whereas I'm the hosting this, and I'm putting this up on the share screen is my big screen. So is what I'm looking at right now is my laptop, and so you're just seeing the share screen now. And where am I going with this? Come on, I know I had where did
You lost me.
ChatGPT?
Hopefully, you
This is
didn't
what I
lose
was.
everybody else as well.
All right, here we go. So what I was trying to get back to was this screen here, and so this we've been using ChatGPT. ChatGPT just recently rolled out GPT-5, which I'm liking a lot. I'm paying for the GPT Plus program, so I'm getting a few extra features. But GPT-5 is really great because even non-pay, even free subscribers uh, get a lot of stuff that they didn't get with GPT-4. And but one of the things that I like is that it automatically decides, that's the default, automatically decides how long to think. You don't have to choose a model. If you're new to ChatGPT 5, that really doesn't mean anything to you, but previously you really had to choose a model, but now it will do it for you. And so you can choose fast or thinking for
In
longer.
other words, it's getting better and better.
Yeah, and then here's pro for reachers. Yeah, and we're not going to do that. Legacy models, GPT-4, and so we've been using this, and part of the intention of this is that we want to show people that learning something new, especially with GPT, with AI, I you can learn something quite easily. Not not have it do it for you. Doing it for you, yeah, okay, great. That's wonderful. But you learn more if you just use it as a tool to help you learn what you need to do and not just ask it to do something for you, if that makes sense. Uh, save that for when you want to totally automate your life. But for learning
It's
purposes,
coming.
it is. I know. And that's kind of the reason for this. I mean, that's what inspired this channel is that there's a lot of people that are going to be stuck in a situation where they're going to be like, how do I transition into this world now where jobs are going away? My job went away, or it might be going away. Basically, if you're in a job where it can be all done from computer, or most of it can be done from computer, your job is in jeopardy now because these intelligence models are going to displace them. Everything from cashiers to paralegals to, I don't know, writers, uh, software developers, you know, even this, website development. This is be something that eventually can go away altogether. You just give it a good explanation of what you want in a website, and the AI agents will take care of it all in the background. So if so that's why what inspired this is we want to help people do that, but also it's for us too because hey, we're broke. We don't really have any money. We can't afford a hosting plan right now. Um, so we're looking to ChatGPT um, to help us with this. Maybe at some point we'll look at other platforms. There's Claude, DeepSeek, and Claude and DeepSeek, which are other popular models. And anyway, I digress. I got to keep reminding myself that Mike and I
I was trying to look for a nice way to say.
I told you, you just got to be direct. Just blurt it out. Say stop.
I
You're off on
know,
a tangent.
I
Rabbit hole.
know. Well, but you were shifting from tangent to tangent. It was like I was just looking
I
for
know.
which
I'm
one do I
terrible.
want to
I'm terrible.
interrupt.
Right. Yeah. And so we go through this a lot, and he's bad about it too. But I'm probably 100 times worse than he is. Well, usually what happens between me and Mike is he'll say something, he'll ask a question, and I get off on that tangent of the question that he's on, and I suddenly start going down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole. And he's like,
And all
you
I'm
answered
looking
the
for is a
question.
simple answer so that we can
Yeah,
move
exactly. You
along.
answered that question 5 minutes ago. I just, wanted to let you know that. And so we are looking at ChatGPT to help us. So even this morning, when we were contemplating, like, what do we want to call this? We asked ChatGPT, what would be a good name for a podcast in keeping with the instructions I saved? And this is website development. And so I gave it these instructions. This is a podcast dedicated to sharing my experience in AI using AI to learn how to develop websites. So that is just a basic overview of what I want. And so I probably didn't even have to, where is it? Oh, come on. It's not loading. It's not loading. Okay. Third party server needed. Where was that question that I just asked?
About what the name was supposed to be?
Yeah, the name. Like, where did? Where did that one go?
To the most recent chat.
Okay, so
No.
these are chats. Yeah, so okay. Let me refresh the page, maybe because I had it on the screen just a second ago. Oh, podcast, and you can refresh it. There it is. So, um, and just so while we're on this subject, website development. So these are folders. This is one of the advantages you get when you have a paid subscription, is you get to create folders, and these folders are called projects. And when you do that, everything in these project folders, you can put instructions here for how you want ChatGPT to function. You can add files. So like if you have spreadsheets or Word document or PDFs, image files, anything you want to upload that can be searched to use as uh, material to answer your question. So it's going to search in this folder first before it goes out to the web to try and find any answer for you. And this particularly, it like I said, it tells it what I'm doing with this project. So I probably did not even need to say, uh, today's topic is installing WordPress to run a website. Provide some titles for a live stream. See, this was simple. What would be a good name for a podcast in keeping with the instructions I say? I probably did not even have to put this part. You probably would have come up with this without having said that.
Because
I
it's
can
in that
even
project.
Yeah, I can even say, and this is the fun thing about this. I can even see if that's the truth. Delete, send. Oh, well, podcast. It's going to know. Okay. Oh, what is the name of your podcast? Oh, all right. What would be a good name for a podcast?
About
WordPress. Yeah, let's see what it does. AI Web Dev Lab. So it actually did come up with something similar to what we had.
hmm
Anyway, the
I
pointer.
remember from prompt to page.
See and look, see this three of
Similar,
three.
very similar.
Yeah, see this three of three. So now if we go back up one and back up. Now this is the original. So I
Right,
didn't lose those other things. I got the
right.
history. And so this is I guess is irrelevant because we are using GPT, and this is just our process. This is what we're going through to to do this. So we came to the conclusion by asking different questions. We came to the conclusion, we knew we wanted to use WordPress. Yeah, because WordPress is by far the most common website. I don't even know what you call that. Here.
Website building tool. A website
Yeah, it
building package. It's not a tool, it's a package of tools, a whole
is
toolkit.
WordPress.
I already answered that.
I don't know. I don't get, but this is here's the point. WordPress is a free open source. Yeah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. CMS.
Mhm.
It's a CMS. It's a content management system. So there are others out there, and
Right.
so we can say like, what are other popular CMS? Drupal, Joomla, Magneto, Shopify, Wix, Squarespace, Ghost. You see and the this one I have some experience with. But it's not nearly. It says more complex than WordPress, strong for community sites, but it's more complex than WordPress and a lot less, lot well. It's not as well supported. you you can find a lot of information about Joomla, but not like you can for WordPress. WordPress, there's the support for it is so ubiquitous, it's been around forever, and that's why we chose that. And so, but we this is what we've been doing so far. We even started. I started this back in August 11th. You know, asking a question about Claude strengths overview. Uh, but so this is where we started, and we found out that we need WordPress. We needed to download WordPress.org. And Mike actually found we there was where is it? WordPress versus this one here. So we here these here it said we needed to have a what do they call it? A server. So in the server, it provides support because it needs where is it?
Be the interface between the browser and the backend
Yeah,
computer where the WordPress files are stored.
yeah.
You can only open a web page in a browser
Here, this is what it
if
is.
you know where that web
It's,
page is stored.
this is where the question came in. So it provides install local server software. So it has to have this in order to work. So you have to install that, then you have to download WordPress.org, and then so when we were looking at which one we were going to use, and then that here. So here's a comparison of the three, as we asked, provide a side by side comparison of features, and I highlighted, and here's a good thing to know about how GPT works. I can highlight anything, and now notice that this pops up here. So I can say ask GPT, and then it puts this, and I can ask it about that. Explain this to me, or whatever question I want to have. But I'm not actually going to do it, so we'll X that. But so that's how this came up. Provide a side by side comparison for each for features. So all is all three of these support Windows and Mac. These two also support Linux. And Mike is a big fan of Linux. I would eventually like to check it out, but I'm not there yet. Um, Focus in Word. It's just this one. You know, caught my attention right away. WordPress specific development. And this one is Mac focused. So that pretty much made it a choice between this and this. Now going down further, ease of setup, manual WordPress install, one-click WordPress site creation. Then third-party server needed. So we asked the question, using this, do I need a third-party server app? Because Mike wasn't entirely sure that, well, actually, I think you were sure. But anyway, the point in my head, you weren't sure. And so I asked this question, do I need a third-party server app? He said, yes, you do. It says local WP, and this is what Mike chose. And I was kind of leaning toward the other one. But when I read this, or actually I had asked a follow-up question, does local WP, does this include a full WordPress install? Yes, it does. Then I asked, is there any benefit to using a server that does not include WP and installing WP separately? ChatGPT already knows we've been talking about WordPress, so I don't need to say WordPress every time. Then it says, yes, here's a benefit summary. And I got I was, by the time I got to the second one, I realized this was so far over my head that it's like, okay, I don't know what any of this even means, nor do I care. I just want to make websites. I don't want to get that deep into it. And then it says trade-offs. more setup and maintenance. You handle installs, updates, SSL hosts, and DB, which is database. Fewer conveniences. You lose one-click site creation and built-in mail catchers unless you add them. And if there's one thing I don't need, is more stuff to remember to do. And so when in all-in-one is better. Speed. Spin up sites in minutes. Sold. This is the one that both Mike and I are going to use. We're going to use the local WP. With that, let's dig into that because Mike has installed it already. It includes the WordPress software. So, local WP. Oop, you help if I could type properly. And free local P. Why is it? Okay.
That's
I
not the
don't,
one.
yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't look like, oh, here we go. There's the local P website. Just needed to get off of the sponsored one. And here, since I mentioned that, this is another thing that's good. And where can I download W local? If I do this, it's really great using Chat GPT or an AI to answer questions like this because notice there's nothing, no distractions. Like when I went here, and got the very first, all of this garbage,
Paid advertising.
sponsored, and then finally this, and even this, way more information than I needed. All I wanted was the website. So here's WP and download. So please choose your platform. Get away from me. I hate distractions. Windows. Oh, J, J. What to choose your organization? Independent, freelance, consultant, work email. We'll use that one. Okay, so this is going to go to GPT Live Lab downloads. I'm going to change this to be the caps lock is right next to that. WP server. Uh, oh, it is done. Why has it got the pause menu here? Okay. Oh, there we go. That's what I want. So there's my executable.
It might look like it's not doing anything, but it is.
I I know, yeah. It's like I swear, when we eventually have some money and you get a stream deck, you need to have that, need to have Jeopardy music for moments like this. I see anyone who uses computer only need, I don't care. That's fine. Whatever the defaults are.
I
Uh, I
no, never mind. It went away.
It went away. Okay, I was going to say, did it go away or did you just decide you didn't want to go down a rabbit hole?
50-50. It went away because I pushed it back down.
Yes. Okay, do you want to allow this to have? Sure.
No pun intended.
Hmm. Wait, hold on. Pushed it down.
Also
I don't know.
doing Visual C++, which is what it did on mine as well.
Yeah.
Nothing seemed out of the ordinary.
Well, and stuff like this, GPTs, that's one of the things that GPT has been very good at. I can't remember what it was. I asked it recently. Oh, I was looking for a deal on a camera. And so I was asking it about like which would be the best DSLR, or that's where I think I started was DSLR for doing, for using as a webcam, and uh, it eventually came back to, it kept on coming back to Nikon anyway. But I said, okay, so find the best price available or the lowest price available for this model of camera. And it came back with three listings, and two of them it said that they were good options, trusted, blah blah blah. The third one said, it had some warnings. It says verify that this is a valid listing and not just a placeholder, because the price was like just stupidly low, like
Hmm.
$35, and the other ones were like uh, I don't remember if it was under 200, but just under 200 and over $200. And it's like, okay, yeah. So this one was obviously something wrong with this listing. Verify that this is legit, but it warned me. And so when GPT is giving me information like this, I trust it, because if there was something wrong with this software, it wouldn't. I don't think it would recommend it. I trust it. When people are talking about GPT or that's another thing with five. I'll come back to that. Uh, version 5 is better. But when you talk about hallucination, first of all, hallucination is a bad word for it. The thing's not having mental problems. Okay, it's just the result of its programming. They're trying to make the application behave like a human, and while a human thing to do is try and provide an answer. When you're asked a question, we try and provide an answer, and just like humans, GPT is finding the closest thing it can to an answer for you and presenting it, whether it's true or not. And so they've called that hallucination. So we'll just call it errors. So when it comes back with erroneous information, the with to go from 4.0 to 5, the error rate has gone from almost 5, like 4.7 to zero point 0.7. And I don't know, zero point 0.7 per whatever, I guess, the per chat
I
or
don't think this
per,
installer is working.
uh, is it not moving?
It's been in the same place for 5 minutes.
Really?
Uh, Try after you download and delete the install file. Huh.
Okay, so that one's stuck. Let's see.
You can't even cancel it. What I was going to say was after you have the install file in downloads, close the browser first before installing.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't remember if I did that, but that might be one of the things that's causing it to hang is the browser being open.
Oh,
Or
it
it's
had a
asking for a question, right?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, when you go
Oops.
through all of the windows that you have open.
Alt tab. Yeah, that was the other thing. I should
Well,
have
yeah, I didn't
suggested
even
that
do that. I
first.
just was hovering over these to see what was there, and I saw it was
Right,
asking a
right.
question.
Yep.
I have read. No, I haven't, but I'll say I did.
I have
TLDR.
not done this
Too
part.
long, didn't read. I that is a acronym that I can actually get behind. TLDR. It's a
Hmm.
create free account. All right. Oh, meet your favorite local WordPress. Unlock more tools. So what am I creating? A WordPress account? All right. Learn more. Cloud backups. Doesn't really tell me what I'm at, what I'm doing. So create a free account. Where am I creating a free account?
If you're just doing a local site, you
All right.
probably don't have to have an account yet.
Well, let's see. So let's go do this so that way we can see.
The page that it was on where it said additional tools,
So
I
when I
wasn't
came to
finished.
this, yes, go ahead.
The page that it was on when it said additional tools, there were four of them. Um, did you read them?
Sorry, hang on a second. I'm trying to get these to be. Here we go. What? No. What is this? Stop it. Does this not look like it should be equal sides?
I don't know.
It's like,
You
why?
kind of lost me.
Oh, I see. So apparently this screen can't be made any smaller. So when this box popped up on the one screen, on the other screen, it wasn't showing up on screen two. Um, this came up. So I'm creating a local. That's what I'm creating account for that. So, and it's
Yes.
saying here, is it okay to enable error reports? Make us help local better. Okay, fine. I've got a fast enough computer and internet connection. I will. Okay, usage. Make local better by enable usage. Okay, fine. It's fine until it's not. If it starts, becoming a problem, then and looks like you haven't created any sites yet. That's interesting. I still haven't even really created an account, have I?
No?
So we're gonna go with continue with Google. Okay, let's just make this full screen. Oh, I'm local, so open local.
Already open.
Now, yeah, so we downloaded local, so it's already there.
You
Open
downloaded it,
local.
you installed it, and it's
Yeah,
open.
right. So it'll just go open local because it's already. Oh, hold on.
There.
This is it. This is what's running on the hard drive. So let's see. Do we
Right.
have? It says log in. Oh,
You're logged, it's kind of like Zoom. You're logged in on the app, but not the web page, or the vice versa. You're logged in on the website, but not the app.
okay. So we'll pin this to the start menu. Here we go, and we'll open it. Now let's see if it's logged in now that I've. Nope. They'll have to log in. Do you want public and private network access? Uh, has blocked some features of local on all public and private networks.
Show more.
Yeah, I think private networks is okay. Are you sure you want to use? No, I'm not sure. That's why I selected it. I hate stupid questions, even regardless of where they come from. Now, am I logged in? Yep, there we go.
Now you're logged in.
So now I can, what is this? Is close that window, close that window. This is local. Don't need this open anymore, or this open anymore. So now we have our local account set up. Now, did it install WordPress behind the scenes? Did it? I mean, it made the description made
Jack,
it sound like yes.
local WP, local WP. It is
Well,
local WordPress. That's what it is. It's both. Local is just like the
oh,
brand name, and WP is what it does.
okay. Thank you, thank you. So, all right. So you've explored some of this already. So why don't you?
No, no, I haven't gotten this
Oh,
far yet.
oh, you haven't gotten this far yet. Okay, good.
No, I'm learning with you right now, just like everybody else is.
Okay, all right, good. So, um, well, again, let's not poke around. Let's ask ChatGPT. What is this? Download is starting. I don't need that anymore. Okay, here we go. Website development. A server needed. Have installed local WP and logged in. What now? There we go. Here we go. So what do we why don't we your suggestions, Mike? What do you think? What do you want to name our site?
My site.local.
Well, and let's how
Why do
about
you
something?
want to make it more complicated?
I'm not okay. I'm not making it more complicated, but what I'm trying to say is, we're going to make a website. Why not make something that we might actually publish someday?
You can change the name of it while it's local to something else before you go live.
Okay. Is it easy to change the site name later if I want to publish on a hosting site?
Good question.
Anytime, only affects your local setup. WordPress site title, general, okay. The domain name will change when you migrate. You update it in settings, general. Okay, all right. And I got to remember to when it gives me a good answer.
And the other thing is that, yeah, a good point. Give it a thumbs up when it does what it's supposed to do. It
Yeah.
helps it helps reassure it so it doesn't feel bad about itself.
Well,
But
no,
the
no, it
you asked
doesn't. It
me
doesn't have any feelings. It just
you asked me,
you're
yeah, I know. I was just seeing if I
yeah,
could
I
get
know, I
under
know.
your skin. You asked me what do
You
I
do that
want
very
to
well.
You asked me what do we want to name it? There is no we in this particular case because you're hosting a local one on your computer and I'm hosting a local one on my computer. You could
Okay, that's
name
true.
yours ABC and I could name mine ABC.
Right. Yeah, you could be Mike.org or whatever you want.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it
name
doesn't
is
matter, right?
the least concern.
So we create new site in local WP. So all right, so local sites, connect, add-ons.
You
All
didn't
right.
see the big button that said create new site?
Oh, no, I guess I didn't see that. I'm looking, how did I miss that? I don't know. Just, eh, yeah. See,
It's been
we're
there
just
since you opened it, but you
if
weren't paying
anybody has
attention.
any doubt that, anybody can do this, here's
No
proof.
kidding. Oh
Jeez,
man.
it's like honestly, I do have a fairly decent IQ. I'm not I'm just an airhead. So let's see, create a new site. Don't need a blueprint, right? We're not doing any pre-installed elements. Okay. So spin up a new website. We're headless. Wow. Okay. All right.
Definitely
I
want
gotta
to
ask
ask about
GPT.
that.
Yeah, let's ask what the heck is a headless site? A headless site uses WordPress or other CMS only for backend content management. The front end is built separately, often with JavaScript framework like React, Vue. Ah, okay. Okay. Interesting. Headless back end and front end are decoupled. Ah,
So we're not looking for that.
well, no, we're not. But I can see used for multi-platform delivery, web, mobile, and apps. So we're not doing anything like that right now. We're just figuring out how to make a website. But that's good to know that that's what you would use a
Right,
headless site
right.
for.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And so no, we're not creating a headless site.
I got a question for you.
Huh.
Go back to that previous page. It says, do you want an example workflow of making a headless WordPress site? Can you
Not
say
right now.
remind me later?
Um, that's a good question. I don't think it can, but let's ask it. Are you able to create reminders? And I'm assuming you mean something that pops up on a screen.
I don't know.
Well, what did you have in mind when you said reminder?
Well, well, we do not have
You-
a WordPress site yet, but maybe after after it determines based on our conversation that we've actually created one, maybe that would be a time to remind us that would you be interested in checking out a workflow for making a headless site?
So you're talking about the website that we're creating, having it remind us.
No, having ChatGPT remind us about the workflow for making a headless site. That's it.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking.
wow.
Two
I
weeks?
would have thought no, because I mean, so yes. Oh wait, oh yes, I can. When should I set a reminder for you? So what do you think? 2 weeks?
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't even hear you. I'm deaf, apparently. So that'd be say, let's just say September 1st. Wow.
Nice.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask, where will this reminder show up? in this chat. You'll get a message from me here at the scheduled time. Okay. I have to open this chat.
I just typed set a reminder for 2:15 p.m. into my chat GPT. I can't set actual reminders or send alerts, but I can help you note it down or suggest a quick way to set one on your device. If you're on
So
Windows,
but you're using GPT-5, right? But the
for
non-paid version.
for
Oh,
hang
you're
on,
using 4?
let me look.
I thought it should have updated automatically.
I don't know.
Mine did.
I don't know how to find out.
Well, look right up here.
It doesn't say 4 or 5.
Are you on your website? Are you on the web app? Are you in the web session, or are you doing this with the app you downloaded on your computer?
The app on the computer.
Okay, so I don't know what that looks like. I don't think did. I think I uninstalled that. Yeah, see, I have the installer, but or did I? Oh no. Oh yeah, see, that's the web. So this, yeah, I have the installer, but I uninstalled the app. Yeah, but this is what it shows on the website. Yeah, which is what I prefer anyway. I don't generally feel the need to install stuff on my computer.
All right, moving right along. It told me it
So to
couldn't
be
do
clear, I have to open this
reminders.
chat, not just open ChatGPT, correct? Yeah, I don't have to use a question mark. It's going to know, but I'll be grammatically correct. Correct. The reminder will only in this thread. So the next time, oh, okay, in this conversation thread. So just going to the website development is not going to do it.
All
I have to
right,
go to this, I have to revisit this particular thread. All right.
moving along.
Let's
We don't really need
moving
to waste
along.
any more time on that.
True, true.
It was just a thought that popped into my head. Can
Yeah,
ChatGPT give you a reminder?
yes. Yeah, but good to know. Good to know. And it's also good to know what circumstances that reminder will pop up in. Maybe someday it'll be able to open an app externally and pop it up on your Windows screen, but
Right,
without
right.
having to open. Yeah. Let's
But
see.
only if you
Create.
have the app installed.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm kidding. Again.
See, this is how we end up on. Okay, folks, you saw it there. He deliberately tried to get me on a tangent.
You don't want any more apps on your computer than you possibly have to have.
No. Yeah, I just yeah. Yeah.
I've
But
got,
you
not
but you
only do
were
I
trying.
have way more apps installed than you, I have also got way more taskbar icons than you.
Right. Yeah. See, yeah, yeah.
You pin it to the start menu, I
But
pin it
but
to
you
the
know, but
taskbar.
back to my question. You deliberately were trying to bait me into a rabbit hole with that.
Which one? Which one?
The
Oh,
one you
only if you install the app.
yeah, only if you install the app, right, exactly.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let you stay
Yeah,
down the rabbit hole too long.
right, exactly. All right, so enter site name, create new site name, create a new site, continue. See, it's. I feel like we should have had a little timer on the screen when I got to this screen, and so that way we could look and see
Your
like
time's
how much
up.
time. how
Whatever
much
time you
time?
put in there, it's up, it's gone.
No, but
So
no, but
just
what I'm
put
saying, no, no,
anything
no,
you want
no,
in
not,
there.
not a countdown timer, a count up timer. So like when I left that page and I'll finally come back to it to actually move on, how much time elapsed? Like how long were we, you know, going from step one to step two? Or actually not even.
We haven't even got to step two. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing step two right now. Choose a name.
Well, no, we did step two. I mean, you had to log into the account, or you had to create, you had to download it, you had to install it, you had to create an account, and you had to log in. So that's actually four steps. We don't want to be misleading, you know. To say that we're on step one or two right now would be a little bit misleading.
All right, so my site local. I guess this has to be. I don't know if this. Well, we'll find out. Oh, yeah. See, it's automatically putting in dash
Yep,
N.
yep, yep, yep. Cool.
And so the local site path, local site domain,
Right. Cool.
preferred. Okay, we're going to go with the preferred because I don't know. I wouldn't have the first clue. All right, WordPress username. Oh, crap.
Yeah.
All right, so
Can that be from either WordPress.com or WordPress.org, or does it have to be one or the other?
all right. Um,
Did you create a WordPress.org account?
hold on. I select preferred environment. Okay, did that. Create WordPress admin credentials. All right, so I'm going to say, and I go with this, and do I need to create a Word account before doing this? No. You only need a WordPress if you want to use Jetpack or Sync with WordPress.com services. Good. All right, so that's it. Oh, it's worth noting, like we talked about this yesterday, that like what it just did is it brought us all the way down to the bottom. And
Hmm.
here, forgot to thumbs up these. Wow.
When
Okay.
you use the Ask ChatGPT feature uh, by selecting text, it takes you to the bottom of the page and answers
Right.
that, but there's no easy
Yes.
way to get back to where you were before.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's what we were talking about. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Because I didn't so where will this show up? To be clear, do I need? Okay, so this is the workaround that we came up with for that because oh, okay. I was just where was it? Do I need create WordPress admin credentials? Ah, yeah, that's right. So we were up here. We were way up here. And so when it goes to answer the questions, it goes all the way down to the bottom of the page. But if you want to, this is the workaround we came up with for uh, getting back to here. So and this works if you're using Google Chrome. If you're not working using Google Chrome, I don't know if this works in any other platform, but in Google Chrome it does. So copy link to highlight. So now when I'm down at the bottom of the page, I can just go up here and then paste and go. and it brings me right back to my highlighted spot, so I can go on to the next step.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, you saw me do it yesterday, so are you
It
fake?
was still awesome to see it again because if you
Okay,
told
all
me you
right,
could do that, I wouldn't have believed you.
right,
Prove it.
yes. So, but that's a nice thing to know because it's like oh man, I hate losing
Is
my
that
place.
is that feature exclusive to AI or to the browser or to both
No,
or what?
I think it's a Chrome feature. I don't know if it
Yeah.
works in Edge. That's a good question.
Okay.
Let's see if let's take a brief detour. Where is browser? So here's Edge, and let's just pick something. Okay, so now we'll choose this copy to highlight. So Edge has that feature also. And so possibly, probably, I don't know. You'd have to look at your browser, but it is a browser specific feature,
Well,
but
go ahead and do it. Do it.
yeah, so oh, there it is. Finally, I was gonna say, so it popped up here.
Took a little bit, a little bit.
Yeah. So it did the same thing though. So but yeah, it's in the browser. It's part of the browser. It's not
JavaScript, PHP,
yeah,
MHTML,
yeah, whatever, however
all the
they come.
alphabet soup stuff.
Yeah. WordPress username, and we'll call it GPT Live Lab. Okay, well, I don't know. And of
Hmm.
course, I'm not going to say it out loud. I know what I'm going to put in here, though. It's my default. And WordPress local. So this is WordPress email. Is this a so WordPress multi-site? I think the answer to that is no, but let's ask it. Have to answer if this is a multi-site. Multi-sites share the same WordPress core files, plugins, and themes. Related sites and subdomains. Okay, so no, it's not because uh yeah. So follow-up question though is
I would say yes.
can I create multiple usernames? Or not. I don't need to emphasize that. Each WordPress site, even in local areas, can have its own set of separate single site installs. Each will have its own admin user. So that's what we're creating. That's what we're creating with this. This is a GPT Live Lab. And what did we decide on for the? I can't remember where we were. I'm going to search chats on. Oh, come on. Search chats. Um, Podcast name. There we go.
Hmm.
And and we and we decided on. Come on, stop it. There it is. Website dev with AI. That's what we decided on for the podcast name. So let's name it that instead. And so we're answering no to that. We're going to do the separate ones. So that way we can have for each podcast or whatever, we can have a different website.
Hmm. The magic behind the curtain.
I know, right?
Hmm.
Do you want to allow this? Yes, I do. And I want to allow that. And yes, I want to allow that. And it's like, when I'm doing stuff like this and it's asking, you know, I've already decided that I trust this application. So when it's still asking me follow-up things like that, I'm going to extend that trust. Okay, error installing WordPress for GPT Live Lab. What? Okay. Oh, this is um, Windows print screen, right? Okay, good. So I created a screenshot of that.
Huh.
All right, so
Upload a file.
taking here. Name suggests a great word process site. So add photos and files. Nope, not there. Oh, where did you save this? This is going to have been, it's going to go all the way up to the top of your desktop. And not GPT Live Lab. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Do you think that when you changed, no. Do you
I'm
think
going to
you had,
go,
when you're talking about website name, didn't you have spaces in there? Can you have spaces in a website name?
well, if you recall, when I typed it in the first time, yeah, so here's the answer to the question. So you put in dashes.
It puts it in there or you put it
Yeah.
in there?
Interestingly enough, GTP Live Lab, I changed the name. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what the problem was. Because I went back and I changed the name to be the podcast name. But anyway, I'm going to finish this process because I want to find out what caused the problem. So here's save picture screenshots. 8:15. I don't want to get into that right now.
You don't want to what?
I don't want to try and edit this thing. I just want to see if it can figure it out.
Oh,
See, see, this is showing me, this is my two screens, but
yeah.
this is the one, that I want. So I didn't want to like have to go and edit this to fix it. And apparently it figured it out just fine. Okay, your site, because the local process failed to fetch unpacked WordPress files. No internet connectivity, temporarily network failure during download, antivirus blocking. I don't think so, because I answered yes to permissions. Ensure you have an active internet connection. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right there. My internet connection is just fine. Uh, Temporarily disable antivirus firewall and retry. Run
Huh?
local as administrator. Okay, interesting. See, delete the failed site from local WP and create it again. All right. I think I like that overall.
There's at least, yeah, I was gonna say there's at least three out of the four are relatively simple to fix. One of them you
Yeah,
already did
it's funny. It's like
was,
how I am not. I thought I clicked. Hold on. I thought I clicked on these okay already, but I'm having to go back there and do this again. Why is it? All right. That is weird. I definitely know that I clicked on that already. I thought I had done. I'm pretty sure I did it before. So delete the failed site from local WP. So we will do that. So
you're picking number four
yeah,
first.
I'm picking number four. We're just going to start over
Okay.
because yeah, because I changed the name of it, and and so that could have been the problem. So I'm just going to delete it and start over.
Okay.
And this is I like this. This is fairly, seems like it's fairly user friendly. Just
I got a
click on
question.
the what?
Of number two and number three, do you remember what they were first and which of them,
I don't
had,
remember what they were, but we can look at it. Well, ensure active internet connection. Yeah, not a problem. Okay, disable antivirus, firewall, and retry. Run local WP as administrator. Well, I'm going to just delete and see if I get it again. And if I get it again, then I'll try and run as administrator. Because in my head, this is this is likely a problem, more likely a problem than this. Because when it popped up those dialog boxes and it said, "Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this?" I said yes. I told it to allow it to go ahead. So so I don't think this is the problem. It may be this is the problem.
but
But I'm going to first start with this under the assumption that it has something to do with the fact that I changed the name, because I changed the name and then did it. So let's go with that.
is it still trying to delete the site?
No, I haven't even gotten there yet because you asked me to go back. You asked about, well, just
No,
never mind.
I thought
Delete.
you hit delete already.
Nope. No, you asked a question. See now, so when it comes up with this, do you want to allow this app to make changes to it? Yes. I answered, okay, so now create new site. We'll do it again. We're just going to do that. And what's your site's name? This is where this is where I went off the rails before. I put in I put in one thing, but then I changed it later on. And so maybe that's podcast names and because my memory is Swiss cheese and I can't remember a simple thing like website dev with AI. The 70s were very, very good to me. See, this is put the dashes in automatically. So I think maybe somehow or other, like I changed this name here, but it didn't change this other information. And maybe that's what caused the problem. But preferred, yes. Use your name and then I'm gonna use my default. Sure, I did it
In the
correctly.
username have spaces.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're correct. Hold on. Let me. That is a good point. I don't think I had spaces in it before, but
I don't remember.
no. Advanced options. No, okay. All right. So provisioning. So this is when and what I did not notice before is that it's even though I had changed the name. So see, verify. Yes, I wanted more details. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yep.
You're
Adding
saying stuff, but
WordPress.
I don't see what you're talking about.
So when I saw this before while it was installing, and I noticed that it had the original name up here.
Oh,
It had the original name up there, and that's what made me think that when I got the error message that might have had something to do with it, because the error message did state specifically GPT Live Lab. It didn't state website dev with AI. It was referred to the yeah. See, there we go. That's what it was. I had changed the
and you can
name.
open the site,
Yeah, exactly. Open site.
and you couldn't before.
Hello, world. Sample page. Nice. All right, we got basically a shell.
Wow.
Spin up a site. And with that, I think that we can wrap this particular podcast or this particular episode of this podcast. It's just a lot to digest for right now, and we'll pick this up another time. Now, if I just figure out how do I end the podcast. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to go back to you got to go back to Zoom, sure. And let's let's show this process. Why not? So we're in the Zoom. This is the screen I have to go back to in Zoom, the meeting screen, and then go to live stream. And this is where